with any of the no paint gel stains. I've got 2 today. I'm going to have a play around with a couple. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but I'm going to test them, and then I'm going to go with whichever one I think is right. So this little pine table is actually going to be for my mum. She's claimed it. She's claimed it for herself. So she just wanted it cleaning up a little bit, and she said make it a little bit darker. A little bit darker. So the good thing about this wax stain that I'm going to show you now is that you can use any of the no paint gel stains in the range. So that range is from black, grey, there's a load of different brown colour stains, and there's also a white. So you can use any of those, and basically what it does is it tints the wax that I'm going to use. So Dixie Belle do a couple of different waxes. You will see me using Best Dang wax an awful amount, but there's also another wax called Big Mama's Butta, which is a very soft wax. So this is an oil-based wax. Best Dang wax is a water-based wax. So the oil-based wax is perfect for mixing with no paint gel stain because they're both oil-based. So what I'm going to do, I normally use a paper plate, but I've run out of my paper plates. So I'm just going to use this to mix it on. It's just a piece of cardboard, and I can just throw it away at the end when I'm done. So I've got golden ash, and I've also got walnut. So golden ash is one of the newest colours out. They released a couple of new colours not long ago, and golden ash is... Hi, good morning, Lisa. Hello, thank you for saying hi. Golden ash is a really nice tone, but I don't know. We're going to try golden ash first, because I don't know if walnut's going to just be a little bit too dark. So bear in mind, this is not going to go on neat. This is not going to go on at its normal concentration. So usually, if you've ever used no paint gel stain before, you'll know that it's super, super pigmented, and you can get pretty much full coverage with this. It works in a similar way to a paint. So you can go over the top of an existing finish. If you've got a varnish that is kind of a little bit chipped away and rough, as long as you can kind of smooth that out, you can use this product to go over the top of an existing finish and to make it look perfect. You don't have to strip the thing that you're going over the top of this with back down to, you know, bare wood, for example. So you can use this over the top of an existing finish. This is slightly different. This was really dirty, and it also had a layer of very thick old wax on it, which was clinging on to quite a lot of grime. So yesterday, hi Mary, hi. So yesterday, what I did is I rubbed it all over with white spirits or mineral spirits, a little bit of very fine wire wool, which removed that kind of grubby layer of wax, and it's now raw wood. So I am using this over raw wood, but you can use this over an existing finish. I've used it before, quite a lot of the times. I've used this mix that I'm going to show you on the inside of cabinets. So sometimes when you paint furniture, you've got a piece and it's perfectly fine on the inside. It just looks a little bit dull and lacks a little bit of that richness. The wood is kind of maybe dried out a little bit. This is perfect for the inside of cabinets because you can just add that tint of colour, and you can tint it however kind of strong you want. Good morning, Sam. Hello. So I've got my piece of cardboard that I'm going to mix it on, and all I'm going to do, let's drop you down here, because yes, I've got really, really thick socks on today. It's not that warm. You can just see my little heater here. So all I'm going to do is just add a splodge of no paint gel stain onto my cardboard like that. Just make sure you mix your product first. I'd mixed this already, so it's all kind of all nicely mixed together. But sometimes when you open this, it can sometimes have separated, which is very common in a lot of different products, not just oil-based products. Oh, I can see a question. Hi, Connie. Hi, Connie. Oh, I missed it. I saw the hi, Connie, and then it disappeared again. So the other thing we want is -28. Goodness. We had a mild frost here in the UK, so Yeah, nothing compared to that. Nothing compared to -28. And that was, is that Celsius? Is that, crikey. So I've got a big old scoop of Big Mama's butter here, and I'm getting to the end of my tin, so I have contaminated my tin. But, you know, whatever. You know me by now. Did I just see 70 in Texas? I love that we discuss the weather. It's my favourite thing. I love it. I love that you come on and tell me the temperature. And I'm not being sarcastic. I am not being. This isn't me being sarcastic. I'm pretty much doing the splits here, so you can see me mixing the stuff. I'm not being funny, but I would actually take the minus whatever it was. I can't even remember now what temperature you just told me it was. I'd take that at the minute. I do like cold weather. I like to be prepared for it, but if we're lucky, we might get down to like -5 here in the UK. And I do like a bit of snow. So, there we go. That is my mixture. So all I've done is added Big Mama's butter to No Paint Gel Stain. The colour that I'm going to use today is Golden Ash, I think. And I'm just hoping that it's going to darken this ever so slightly. If you want to obviously make it weaker, if you only want a very, very, like a slight tint of colour, obviously add more Big Mama's butter. If you want it a stronger colour, you can add more of the No Paint Gel Stain, obviously. I'm going to apply it with a brush, just because I've run out of rubber gloves. And I have green nail polish on that's actually not in too bad condition. I found the perfect green nail varnish. It's called Jalapeno. And I love jalapeno, so I had to buy it. And it's green. So I'm going to paint this on, and then I'm going to wipe the excess off. And I'm hoping I should try this on a small area first. It's only going to my mum's, so it's not too bad. Right, let's see how it turns out. So can you see already, if that product was not mixed with Big Mama's butter, it would be a lot darker than what I've just applied it on as with. What? You know what I mean. It'd be a lot darker. This, I think, is going to be fine. So I am literally just whacking it on with my chip brush. Oh, I just punched myself in the face. I'm just working it into all the corners. So this is incredibly dried out wood. It's a very, very, very old piece. And the reason that I like this colour is because it's not too warm. So walnut has got a lot of warmth in it, and I wasn't sure that it'd be too warm. You can see ever such a slight difference. So the legs are obviously still the raw pine, and that is where I've just applied my wax stain. And then I'm just going to grab a piece of shot cloth, and I'm just going to rub the excess off. And if you do this over the top of an existing finish, so say for example you had a piece that was partially painted, and say for example the drawer fronts you'd sort of left them as they are because they were in good condition, and you just wanted to kind of nourish and enhance some wood grain, this is perfect because it just leaves that ever such a slight tint of that colour. It's really subtle, but it's really effective. And obviously, depending on the colour that you use, gives you different results. Also, the different types of wood that you put it on will give you different results. So this is pine. This is also very, very old, mellow pine. If you were to use this on like a ready toned wood, it probably wouldn't show up as much, just because ready tones, you'd need something probably a little bit darker. So what I have used on ready tones before, if I want to keep the wood grain and I don't want to strip the existing finish off, hi from Florida, first time watching, hello, make sure you're subscribing to Dixie Belle channel. So what I use on ready toned wood is Colonial Black, because it just adds a richness to a warm toned wood. So I did a cabinet I don't know how long ago it was. It was quite a few months ago. It was a huge, tall cabinet. The video is actually on my own YouTube channel. If you search for Faff Designs, that's Faff Designs, you'll find my YouTube channel. It's quite a sort of long way back, but it's a big, tall, blue boho cabinet. And the inside was beautiful, rich, warm toned wood, which the exterior I'd painted blue. So the inside I just wanted to kind of nourish and give a little bit, sort of a little hint of colour without sort of doing anything. I didn't want to strip it or anything. So I mixed Colonial Black with Big Mama's Butta, and it just made the inside pop. And if you go and watch that video, you might have to fast forward it a little bit, because I think it's sort of towards the end that I did it, but it'll show you. I'm pretty sure I put it on that video. It's going a while back, and I obviously have slept since then, but I'm pretty sure I put it on that video. But there's also shorter videos, versions of it on my Instagram and TikTok and stuff. But it just gives a real richness to the wood. So if you've got a warm toned wood, it adds a really sort of beautiful tone to it. And it's super subtle. And like I say, if you did want to keep the wood grain and you don't want to strip the existing finish off, this is perfect. I'm not going to call it a hack, because I don't like calling things hacks, but it saves you a lot of time. It saves you having to strip existing finishes off and refinish them, basically. And this smells absolutely delicious. If you are in an area where it's particularly cold, and this has gone a little bit cold, just hold your hairdryer or pop it in front of a heater for a couple of seconds, and it'll soften back down again. So this melts down quite quickly. It's a very, you can see it's just been sat in front of my heater. You can see how soft this wax is. It is perfect for reviving wood grain, but you can use it on its own. But if you did want to add that, just a hint of colour, then you can mix it with any of the No Pain gel stains to create your own custom wax stain. So it's a wax and it's a stain. It's the best of both worlds, if you ask me, because I love a wax and I love a stain, and the two combine together, if I can get my words out, it's just perfection. So I'll show you here, because this little kind of spindly bit here, if I can pull you in a bit closer before I pop off and make sure the patient is okay. So if you didn't catch the start of the video, my little boy's off school today. He's not very well. So can you see here where I've done down this leg to here, and I've done this leg to here? You can just see it's a slightly different colour, and I'm just going to do that bit there, because what happens is most oil-based products, so Big Mama's Butta and hemp oil can also do this. If you apply it onto certain types of wood, it does have a tendency to amber. So what I mean by that is that it might turn some woods more orangey, and pine is notorious for going orange when you add an oil-based product onto it. So an oil-based product that's not already got a tint in it. So like I say, Big Mama's Butta on its own and hemp oil. How do you do hemp oil? If you add those to pine, especially pine, if you add them straight to pine without that like little tint of colour in, what tends to happen over time is that oils amber, so they turn a very warm colour, which gets you that orangey tone pine. I don't want orangey tone. I just want to kind of knock that oranginess out. This is old pine, so it probably wouldn't go orange like a newer pine would, but I just wanted to to add that kind of tint, if you know what I mean. So it's really versatile because you can basically make your own. You can also mix a custom colour with a couple of different no paint gel stains. So if I wanted to add a little bit of warmth back into this, you could add a little bit of walnut. If you wanted to go super dark, you could put espresso in. You can mix a couple. You can do whatever. And it just revives it, and it's super quick as well. Super quick. You don't have to strip the existing finish. You can just mix it, whack it on, wipe it off, and it just nourishes the wood, nourishes the finish, and it enhances the wood grain, and it looks really, really nice. So I will have this done in literally no time at all, which is my kind of furniture flip. I'm not going to lie. I like a quick job. I do like, I like quick results. So I'm going to jump off. I know it's only been a short live, but I am ill. My little boy's at home ill also. So it is only a short live today, but I hope that has helped in something that project-wise that you might have coming up, or something that you might have planned. And you can see already, can you see that wood grain on there? It's gorgeous, and instead of that dried out kind of wood that it was before, it's now looking beautiful and nourished. Look at that. I could do with some on my face, to be fair. No, don't put it on your face. Disclaimer, don't put it on your face. That was a joke. That was a joke. So, thank you for the healing blessings and the feel better. Thank you. It's only a head cold. We will be right as rain. But you know what it's like when you're looking after ill kids. I've been cleaning up all sorts this morning. It's not nice. It's not pretty, is it? And then he just lies there like Lord of the Manor. Like, oh yes, fetch me a drink, mother. I'm like, who's gonna get me a drink? No one to look after me, is there? So anyway, it is what it is. So I will see, I'm live here every Tuesday, usually, but next week I have a week off because the kids are in church doing their Christmas nativity stuff. So I won't be live next week here. I probably won't be live on my own Facebook page next week either, because that's going to clash with church stuff as well. So I think I will probably not be live at all next week, but usually you can catch me live here on a Tuesday at 2 p.m. UK time, which is 9 a.m. EST. And I'm also live on my own Facebook page on a Wednesday at 1 o'clock UK time, which is 8 a.m. EST. I'm getting quicker at these times. I'm getting quicker at these time differences, rattling them off without even thinking. So I thank you for watching. I will catch you in 2 weeks' time, which means it'll be super close to Christmas, which is giving me panic attacks slightly because I am not prepared. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but there we go. Last minute is always fun, isn't it? So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching today. Hope that I was helpful, and I'll catch you all in a fortnight. Bye. Have a lovely day.